Thank you. The Senegalese project which we're presenting today shows a satisfactory level of implementation as we look back at the review of the implementation of the different physical steps and the different organizational aspects which we have had to set up in order to provide guarantees to very high-level investments. The key to success of a project like this is making sure that we have a strategic alignment between the PCP and our own national development plan, the Plan for an Emerging Senegal. And it is our own policy plan, the Strategic Emergence of Senegal plan, which has placed industrial development as one of our prime moving forces, along with solidarity, social inclusion, and the rule of law underlying all of these in order to consolidate progress in a sustainable way. The best illustration of this strategic alliance is to be seen in the way in which we have provided coherence and harmony between our PCP and Senegal's own development plan, both horizontally and vertically, in all the initiatives undertaken, strategically speaking. And with this alignment, we have a kind of package of components. We have integrated industrial platforms, the integrated agro-poles, as we call it, the regional mining hubs, and the integrated Paris industriel, as we call it, all these perfectly aligned with Senegal's own plan. The Senegalese plan sees these two vectors as being the essential basis for not only the necessary services, but also the infrastructure that will make sure that companies are able to be established, which will guarantee the job creation and the prosperity which is required in the country. Senegal also, within these so-called agro-poles, sees poles of development which allow us to provide value chains with both vertical and horizontal partners. And this means that either energies or synergies will produce cooperation on both these fronts. And it's the same for the regional mining hubs and for the so-called Paris industriel. So with both the vertical and horizontal vectors, the horizontal one being our interaction with the PCP and the involvement of the private sector, which we see as the main driving force for growth and job creation, but also things like environment and energy being further factors of production. There is also the facilitation of trade through the necessary legal texts, along with South-South cooperation and triangular cooperation, and full synergy in science, innovation, and technology. As you see, the timeliness of this initiative guarantees a very high level of participation by all participants, with establishment of the necessary structure and governance which are active in order to provide the necessary strength and security in the system. And so this, in its turn, requires exceptional monitoring and oversight with the necessary structures for the ministry to monitor the whole system through the operational office for monitoring the implementation of the program. And this required an active participation by the relevant sectoral ministries, like the Ministry of Investment, Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Finance, all the others whose work is brought together in this dynamic way. And of course, the interventions by UNIDO and other stakeholders working together with the technical and financial partners with cross-checking and cross-referencing to create a single structure. And with that, I will pass on to my colleague to continue this presentation.